Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is Greg Gomez III, founder, CEO of MLMBusinessBlueprint.com with another morning marketing tip to help you improve the performance of your home-based business, recruiting up to dozens of people every day in your team. And why not? You deserve it. You're cool. Did I tell you today how cool you are? You're pretty awesome. You know why? You are dedicated to yourself. You're here watching this video right now, and you could be anywhere in the world, so you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate it. All right? Okay. So what's today? Okay, Greg. Yeah, I was all slick and that's terrible. Come on, get to the point. All right. So today's thought and thing I want to share with you is really a quote that just made me chuckle, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. But I was listening to a morning podcast this morning. One of my favorite instructors, teachers, mentors, people that I followed for, got me interested in and taught me first off direct response marketing and how to, and I then applied it into network marketing and general sales. But one of the quotes he said from something he heard from Stephen Covey, he made it famous, but I actually did a little research. It turns out it's a proverb, an old proverb, is that to know and not to do is not to know. Does that make sense? Let me say it again. Write this down. To know and not to do is not to know. And this is really important. It speaks a lot to action. And I'm really on a whole action kick. I just got back from a mastermind group that I worked with. These guys are all seven-figure earners, all friends of mine, and we work together on a weekly basis. And we talk about, this is what we've got going on in our businesses. These are the roadblocks. These are all the things. And one of the things that we've come into and seeing a lot, and I see a lot, I get these emails all the time, especially when it's folks that buy my blueprint. Like, I already know all this stuff. And they're not often, because I put a lot of stuff in there that I don't see anywhere, but I get some folks every now and then who apparently are know-it-alls, and they come back and they say, I know this stuff already. I've gotten tons of, everybody's saying this stuff, and I can get it for free, and you're over here charging for it. Right? That was my disgruntled purchaser face there. Well, my immediate reaction to that is okay, so, and I email them back. I challenge folks with this because I think it's an important thing not to let them sit and be stupid, quite frankly, because it's a dumb phrase. It's something dumb that people say. And I always say this, okay, so you know this stuff, right? And they, well, yeah, I know this stuff already. Great. Show me how you're implementing all of this stuff in your business. And they say, well, I don't have this stuff. I don't have that. And I say, okay, show me your lead generation funnel. Show me your sales conversion model. Show me how it is you're recruiting people in your business. How many people you got in a week in your business? Well, I'm not. That's why I was looking for things to help me out. Okay. So you know this stuff, but you don't do this stuff. And you know what? Then you don't know this stuff enough. You need to know it better so you can take action on it. And that's the purpose of my trainings. I'm not coming at you with rocket science. I'm not coming at you with stuff that you may not already know. But I am laying it out in such a way that it should inspire you to take action so you know what to do first. See, the problem is as entrepreneurs and network marketers, we get bombarded with so much junk out there, so much information. And I shouldn't say junk. It's really great information. There's great training material out there. But we get frozen into, let me study a little bit more. Let me take a little more study. Let me get some more information. Let me figure out, just this next step. I need to know how to do it just right before I take any action. BS, total BS. You can't do it that way. You got to get something, and if it's a good idea, act on it first. Fire, ready, aim. I know lots of other folks will tell you plan and review and do and all that BS. Do it. Get off your ass and do it, because when you do it, you're going to learn infinitely way more from that little 10 minutes of application than you will 10 hours of study. There's an old quote that says you'll learn an infinite amount more from 10 minutes of movement than you will of meditation. And the reality is that you have to do it. You got to get it into your muscle memory. You got to learn from your experiences, learn from your quote-unquote mistakes. In life, we call them failures. Oh, it's so dramatic. I failed. In business, we call it testing. You got to start testing now, brothers and sisters. If you don't start doing it now, you're not going to be able to get results and learn from those experiences in order to improve your results. So you do it, I guarantee you. Let me let you in a little secret. You ready for the secret? Come in closer. This is important. The first time you do this, you're going to mess it up. You're going to totally screw it up. It's okay. But it's going to be the worst time and the worst way you ever do it. That's good. Get it out of the way. Because your second time, you do a little bit better. And your third time, you do a little bit better. And your fourth time, you do a little bit better. And so on and so forth. Eventually, the only way you can get to mastery of doing something is doing something. It's a critical phrase. Emerson had this quote, this is, why do you want a good new idea for when you didn't use the last one I gave you, right? That's a hilarious quote. It's hilarious. And it's true. How many people are constantly looking for new ways and better ways and just the snazziest ways of doing stuff when they haven't mastered the previous thing they had in the first place? Do the first thing first. Get it done. Do it. Okay, I'm off on my tangent. So today's point is, again, to know and not to do is to not to know. So it's to not to know, right? That's my toe-mater language. If you got kids, you know what I'm talking about, to not to. Bottom line is this. If you know the information, do it. Don't worry about risking looking like a fool. If you've been putting off trying Facebook pay-per-click, pull up your pants. You know, there's a famous line I always love using this with. My accountant, after I told him this quote, made a big banner and put it in his office because he deals with a lot of business owners and A-type personalities like myself. And he says, you know, this isn't a game for little boys in short pants. This isn't a game for little marketers in short pants. Pull up your sleeves, get working, risk the bloody noses. The only way you're going to learn to become a better engager, a better fighter, a better marketer, a better person in general is to risk getting your teeth knocked out. And you got to do it. I promise it's not going to hurt that bad. There will be times you get hit every now and then and you'll think, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm actually paying money, risking money, jeopardizing my lifestyle for an opportunity that may never happen. You know what? If that's your attitude, go get a job and quit, because this is not for you. This economy, this new marketplace, you either are 100% in or get the hell out, because the bottom line here is it's only those that are truly committed that are going to get results in this industry. And guess what? This economy right now is where most folks are going to get the best opportunities they will ever have in their lives in order to accomplish something greater than they ever dreamed of. And you're either playing the game, Jim Bunch, game's always on. Jim, I'm watching you, brother. I know, I'm doing it. Game's always on, and you're either playing to win or you're watching from the sidelines. Either way, get out of our way for those that are going to do it. And I hope and pray that you're a person that's going to do, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Try not, do or do not, there is no try. That puppet with a hand up his butt was very, very wise. Take his words of wisdom and take an action. Okay, that's it. Final recap here. So again, to know and not to do is not to know. And what do you want a new idea for if you haven't used the last one I gave you already? Emerson and, you know, old proverb made famous by Stephen Covey. So here's what I want you to do. Here's your first action step. You ready? Are you ready? Comment below. Tell me what your biggest fear is in action. What are you afraid of doing and why? And just that act of writing it down, I promise, for those that do this, you're going to see an increase in results almost immediately, because you're going to get clear on what your fear is and how to be able to deal with it. So comment below. Don't be a wuss about this, and don't think that, oh, somebody else will comment, or oh, this was entertaining. Do it, because that's a sign of your commitment to doing stuff. Do it. I'm telling you to do it. Do it now. Comment below. Subscribe to the right. Like or +1 above, and let me know your honest thoughts, and I will do my best to engage and interact and provide feedback here or Facebook or wherever you are. Friend request me on Facebook if you're not there. Google +1 me, I don't care. Brother, sister, contact me, connect with me. I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me, working on your business, getting bigger and better results, and I appreciate you and I acknowledge you, and I know the greatness that you can achieve. Acknowledge that greatness and give yourself a chance to be as great as you possibly can. Take action, and I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you soon. Go close, go recruit, go get people in your business. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.